Intro. Okay.
You know what? This video needs no intro. That's how pumped I am for this video.
Like, also, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Is the
intro. That the intro? That could be an intro. One of the videos we've just posted, it broke the Sara internet, I will say.
The bubble.
I mean, we're going to get right into it because this moment was so impactful to a lot of people, myself included. I'm the emotional one, Sarah's not the emotional one. But let's go back. So last Saturday, it was the big game. It was Tottenham v Man United. And the big question we've been talking about on our channel, the big question is, is Christen and Tobin going to start? That was a big question. And the other big question was Alex Morgan going to play?
She did.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't play, but so that was the big question. You know, obviously if they're going to play each other, they'll both be in the building, they'll both be there. I mean, so all those things were part of the factor. First thing that happened, Christen and Tobin did start. So they started. Right. Christen and Tobin did start. And then the question was Alex Morgan going to start? Or was she going to play at all? That was answered very quickly because not only did she not start, when no one thought she was starting, she wasn't even on the substitution list. So she wasn't playing. But she was there. She was in the building.
She's just a fan.
Yeah, no, totally. Being a mom. So the game, first of all, we're going to talk about the game. Not very much because the game's almost secondary at this point. Man United won. 1-0.
Yes, and I caught the second half. I woke up for the second half because I wake up early sometimes.
Yeah, and you caught it, and it was on TV. I know. Yeah. The last video we put out talking about it's hard to find the games and this and that. It still is, but people are always so helpful to say, you know, look here. So it's just not very streamlined. And I actually saw an article talking about that on. Maybe I'll insert a clip, a picture of it, saying that people are annoyed that the visibility of women's soccer is so muted.
We demand more.
Yeah.
We demand better access.
More visibility. Yeah. Visibility, so that game was on the broadcast, our broadcast, on NBC Sports or something.
Network.
So they played 1-0. Tobin and Christen looked great. Tobin, I believe, got an assist.
She did. I saw it.
But, you know, it was kind of a crazy game. There was a lot of yellow cards.
Neville was wilding out there.
Was she?
Let's just say, yeah.
Did she get a yellow card?
She's pretty aggressive, and I was a little bit here for it.
Here for it? Yeah.
I think she did get yellow. Yeah.
And so that was a good game. So after the game happened, you know how like they do a little montage after the game, they talk? That's when the big thing happened.
Of course, I turned the TV off by then.
I was still sleeping when the game was happening because I can't wake up in the morning. We all know this by now. So it was about 10 a.m. Sarah comes in to our room and said, Sarah, the most amazing thing has just happened. How did you say it?
I didn't word it quite like that.
Yeah.
I was like, the best thing just happened.
Yeah.
And I told her about it, described the video.
Yeah.
And you actually remember?
Yeah, you like Christen and Tobin saw baby Charlie and this. Then I made a couple clips, and so we're actually going to react to the clips I put together on our channel. Check it out. It's just like it's a edit of some of the moments. But Sarah was moved by it. I was moved by it. I'm sure everyone saw this moment who watches our channel. But this moment was so impactful to me. It literally brought a tear to my eye.
I'm sorry, it's dramatic.
So dramatic, but it made me feel so, it moved me so much. I think when people have babies, it puts everything in perspective. What's important? Sport important? Is this important? Babies. I mean, when you have a baby, it really just puts what is important into perspective. It brings people together. It brings people together, even if, people weren't as close as they weren't at one point. When you have a baby, it just really brings together. And we're gonna watch the video, but it really just moved me. And so we're gonna watch the video and we're gonna react to it and we're gonna give some more of our feelings. But I mean, this is
feelings. Why am I
Sarah's not into feelings. I am. In the relationship, there has to be one of both. You'd have to be someone feeling.
Imagine a relationship
with too much feelings.
With too many feelings.
That'd be a little over the top, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna react to the video that we actually put on our channel, and it's gonna be some pictures. Then it's gonna be the clip with baby Charlie. So we're gonna watch that, and then we're gonna talk about it some more. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it some more.
Baby Charlie.
Okay, and here we go. Okay, there's Tobin and Christen at the game. I mean, that's just a moment from the game. I think it's a beautiful moment. That was a moment, definitely. They're talking, they're laughing. I mean, see, a moment like that, they're in the stands. You see Tobin and Christen. I mean, you see Tobin's face, you see Christen with mask. Someone asked why Tobin wasn't wearing a mask. I don't know. Maybe it's personal preference because they are obviously around people they would already be exposed to. But look at Tobin's face. Tobin's face is so expressive right there, so emotive.
I love her legs. She's got like the Tobin legs.
Yeah, she has the best legs. And then look at her face. That's a cute picture. That is a cute picture. Let's see this next part. Yeah, this is a moment where they're just crossing the path. They're just crossing in the wind.
What?
They are. Look at. Oh, I love that. Seeing them on the field together, I just love it.
They in the wild.
Then they're all in the huddle together.
Huddle.
And I wonder if they always make sure they stand next to each other.
That's extra, but of course they do.
I would. I totally would. Other than warming up. Look at, they kind of have the shorty shorts, and then they have like the long compression shorts underneath. White though, that's a tough color.
That's a tough
color.
I feel like I've seen underwear.
I know. There was some, we were watching, I think, an NWSL game, and these camera people were like getting up in there. And I was like, privacy. Still too invasive, but they look great. Look at Tobin's face right there. It's so funny.
She's stretching out her jaw. No.
And here's another, it's kind of warm gear. Actually, I like those colors on them.
Yeah, they look good they both look good in red.
Yeah, they look great.
Red and black. I mean, obviously Tobin.
Right, with thorns that she's used to those colors. Okay, so here is the moment. We're gonna watch the moment, we're gonna react, we're gonna watch it, and then we're gonna react to it a little bit more. So as we play it, we can kind of react, but so there's Tobin going over the barrier, and then Christen's right behind. And then this moment right here. Oh God.
Ooh.
I know. The hug sends me. I can't. I know.
Shook.
Okay, shook. I know, right? And then right here, I think that's Servando's mom. I think that's who she's hugging.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But look at that. Tobin's talking to Alex. Christen's, I know, very touchy.
Let me give you a massage.
Very touchy.
I love it.
It's gonna loop again, but
that's like the most touchy we've seen them.
Yes,
right?
her arm, her shoulder. It's just so natural, so sincere. That hug literally brought tears to my eyes.
You're exaggerating.
No,
you're not.
I'm not.
You cried everything.
It moved me so much to see. They really seem like
chortling.
It's such a moment in their lives. They're meeting Alex's baby probably for the very first time, and we are seeing them on camera.
I know, like, what an iconic moment.
I mean,
they're probably one of the first people of the women's national team to meet the baby.
Yeah. Wow. And they're meeting it. We get to see that on camera, and those are real emotions. I mean, they have those women have all known each other for a very, 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 very long time.
Yeah,
they grew up together.
Yeah,
they related. Mm-hmm. And to have that moment where Alex is now having her first child, and meeting Tobin and Christen, with Charlie. And I mean, obviously the speculation that Tobin and Christen are a couple, which is another kind of arc to this story. But
I didn't know that.
They were, that they're meeting Charlie for the very first time. And that hug that Christen gave Alex, I mean, that hug, did you see the sincerity in that hug though? When she hugged her, she kind of rubbed her back a little bit.
It's a very, I hate to say girly, but it's a very girly hug.
Well, and not just, I mean, it's sincere, you know what I mean? And I think there's a lot of speculation in the fandom about, was there ever interpersonal problems with Tobin and Alex? They were once very close. Tobin and Alex were very, very close. Then, you move apart, just like friends do. I've had best friends in the past that I were best friends with, and we just grew apart, you know what I mean? But that speculation of, even if they had been kind of separated, bringing back together with this birth of this baby, with Charlie, you know what I mean?
But also being in a different country.
Yeah, that's what Sara said.
And being with your teammate and your friend, that's like moving to a different state or something, and seeing someone you went to school with, and they're just like, bring it in here.
You feel closer when you're farther away from home.
Even if you didn't know them that well, you're like,
like we're together in this. Like it really is. And actually, I just posted a video yesterday about, it was kind of like an Alex Christen video, just kind of some clips I found or some pictures.
She's out of control.
That relationship between Christen and Alex, they've known each other for a long time. We've never seen them as like best friends or anything, not like Tobin and Alex were, but that dynamic between Christen and Alex,
interesting.
Yeah, that was an interesting. They've known each other, and I think what happens too you know, when you're a top player on the team, you naturally are pitted against each other to begin with. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You're naturally, and that kind of comes into question sometimes when you're trying to be friends and you have outside sources, and then people say that Alex Morgan was always favored over other people and that Jill Ellis didn't give Christen a chance on the team. I mean, there's all that dynamic interpersonal questions, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in that moment where they hug, they look at each other, they look so sincere. Nothing beats that. It's sincere. They love each other.
You're out of control.
I know. All right, did you guys feel
She's
me?
wildin'.
But that was just a moment. I mean, there's a couple more pictures we'll look at, but it was like the hug and Christen touching Tobin's shoulders. I mean, one day Christen and Tobin might have a little one.
Okay.
What do you think? So, I mean, and Christen was very touchy-feely with Tobin. It's like if you and I were to meet a baby for the first time, it's like a moment we would have together. You know what I mean? It's a moment you and I would have together meeting a nephew or a friend or a family friend, or you know what I mean? It's just such a special moment.
Just have to find friends first.
I know, that's right. That's part of the problem. Okay, so there are a couple more pictures. Let me see that. Let's look at there. You see how cute baby Charlie is right there. Alex. At first I didn't realize that was Alex for the longest time.
Wait, can we talk about how yesterday you were talking about, you said something about Charlie Carrasco.
Yeah, Charlie Carrasco.
And I go,
Who?
I was thinking, who is that? And I go, okay. I go, is that a
I know.
TikToker? I go, is that someone on TikTok? And then you're like, no. And you're like, Charlie Carrasco.
She had no idea who Charlie, and I was like, I was done. I go, Sarah,
And then I was
you're
like,
canceled from the channel.
oh.
So we have that picture of Charlie, so cute. And then even looks like Kristen's looking at Tobin there. That's a cute picture right there.
Yeah.
You can see they're having a moment right
Yeah.
there. Tobin really doesn't like her mask, I can tell. Christen, Julie, I like their mask. Every team has their own cities teams.
Yeah, but shouldn't she be wearing a mask around the baby? Even though they test him, but
They
you know,
didn't
just
hold the
in case.
baby, so
Yeah, that's true.
that's a cute picture. I think it's like the same one. Yeah, and look at the hand on Tobin's back. So sincere. I was
It's like
moved.
the
It
whale.
was so sincere. And then here's another picture of just, you know, that's another
Ooh, I like
moment.
that 1080p.
Right, where Alex is talking to Christen.
Weird.
No matter if they've ever been close or not close, it doesn't really matter. But the fact that Charlie's bringing friendships to be a sincere place. There's always rivalry on these teams, and to say I'm so happy for you. You know, this is such a milestone for you. The equation of Tobin, you know, what it seemed like from the outside is that Tobin and Alex were really close, and then Tobin and Christen got together, and so that that is what I think most people think. That's what most people I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think most people think Tobin, and not even like a romantic. Obviously, Alex is married, but it wasn't a romantic thing. But
She got replaced as
Yeah.
a BFF.
but my best friend, exactly, got replaced, and that's kind of what it looks like from the outside. Only they know the story, but that's kind of like what people from the outside look like, and that's the thing. Like, this is love, you know. This is love. Absolutely.
Okay. You need to calm down. You need to calm down. This is a real question.
Mhm.
Does my bun look like Christen's?
No, yours is thicker. Yours is
you.
thicker.
Mine's thicker
Hers
than
looks
hers.
so nice. So her bun looks perfect.
Hers, I should
Surprised.
use some professional
I know.
help here.
Sarah's hair is really thick.
Hairstylists should have shaved it.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Oh, and then some people thought Christen had an undercut. It didn't look like it to us. Some people thought that she did.
No.
I didn't think she did. If you guys think she did, let us know. So that was Saturday. I mean, I've been thinking about that moment since Saturday. I'm not joking. I have been thinking about that moment since Saturday.
Wait, when I came home, you were
Mhm.
still sleeping,
Yeah.
and you kind of told me that you were having a Christen and Tobin dream.
Today?
Yes, you don't even remember.
No. Oh my god.
You go. You said something. I've got it. Wish I remember what you said. You were like half awake, not even. And you're like, I just had a dream about Christen and Tobin.
Oh my gosh.
and something really random and really weird, like
Oh dear.
talking about envelopes or something weird and random like that.
Weird word. I don't remember. Maybe it's one of those things I'll come back to me at some point.
Probably not.
So that happened Saturday. Sunday, I just want to go over briefly what happened Sunday. Chelsea played Man City, and it was a tough. And Man City lost. It was 3-1 Chelsea. It was a tough loss for Man City. Sam Kerr scored, so it was good. I saw a picture of her after she scored. She was pumped, you know, because people are still kind of giving Sam Kerr a
Was
hard
it that
time.
one?
Yeah. But that was a tough loss for Man City. And then Arsenal on Sunday also played Brighton, and it was 5-0. And someone said, don't say 5-0, it's 5-0. So we're going to implement 5, because that's the proper terminology. We want to make sure we actually get them. So 5-0, Arsenal. Viv scored twice. DVD scored.
Is that the game I recorded on TV?
Yes, and I was watching it. 5-0. That was a good game. I mean, Arsenal looked good. Arsenal just looks really good, you know? They look great. So, going back to Alex Morgan, she did not play against Man United. The next game that Tottenham plays is Sunday. They're going to play Arsenal. Okay?
Okay. Got it.
Do you think Alex is going to play this Sunday against Arsenal? What's your thought?
I'm going to say no, because lately I've been saying yes.
Okay.
So maybe they'll be opposite. So if I say no, she might.
She might. Okay.
So no.
I actually do not think she's going to play, and I'll tell you why. Because someone brought up a really good point in the comments that she doesn't want to go up a tough team first game out. Because if she goes up against a really tough team, then if she's not 100%, it won't make her look as ready. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to go up against, you don't want to be, even emotionally, you don't want it to kind of weaken you. You know what I mean?
Weaken your
confidence, yeah. You don't want to bust some of your confidence. So I don't think she's gonna play, because Arsenal's top team, well, you know, is not the top team. So I don't think she's playing. And obviously if she does play, she will not start. She will be on the sub list. And I hope to see her, but I keep saying, play when you're ready, Alex. Don't feel pressure to get out there. You've achieved everything you have in your career, in my opinion. Don't rush, and don't think, you know, Charlie's the most important right now. And even Sid LaRue talked about it when she was talking to Megan, when she was being interviewed by Megan Rapinoe. It changes. And as much as you don't want to say it changes. Perspective, what's important, what's not important. You live for your children now. And
also the fact that you literally push something out of you. Like, can we just think about that for a minute?
There's a connection.
Not too graphically, but that's freaking hard on your body. It's like, even if you give natural birth.
Yeah. And I don't think we should look at that as a bad thing. I think, oh, your children come first now.
It's an amazing thing.
Yeah, I don't think we should look at it as a bad thing. I think Alex should take her time when she's ready. I mean, unless you're, you know, even the people paying, you know, to have her over, I mean, as a fan, take what you need. She pushes herself. We know Alex Morgan pushes herself. You know what I mean? So, do you guys think she's going to play? I personally don't. I hope I'm wrong, though. What did you guys think? Is there anything that stuck out to you with the Charlie meeting Tobin and Christen, us being able to witness that as fans? What did you guys think? You know, and I am over the top about it, and I'm the emotional one of the pairing. I really, and I think as you get older, I mean, I'm 8 years older than Sara. As you get older, you just really put these things into perspective. The sincerity you saw with them. I mean, to see the baby, it was so special, and
why can't I
literally was moved. So, what did you guys think? You have anything to add? Are you more like Sara, cool about it? Or are you more like me, out of control about it?
Yeah, or somewhere in the middle.
Probably in the middle.
Yeah, it was great. So tell us what you guys thought.
Yeah.
Comment, like, subscribe.
Absolutely. Bye guys, we'll talk to you later. You'll see us soon. And
bye. See ya.